Well, good evening, and thank you for tuning in to another week with Fathers Who Care. And as always, it is a pleasure to come to you each week to share with you information, individuals, and resources and outcomes of what's been happening in the neighborhood. You know, we're so proud to be able to have some of our young people with us and some of our, I'm going to have to call you this for the moment, our semi-elders in the neighborhood.
I'm thankful to be here. I'm thankful to get to it.
Yeah, so, you know, it's always been good. You know, the summer is getting ready to turn over, and we thought it'd be real good to bring back one of our hosts on CAN TV, of course, none other than our Vice President, Hinisha. Yes. And just she's be on her way back to school next week, so we figured that we would love for her to come on in and sit down with one of our good partners in the neighborhood and share with some of them young folks who may not know that it's okay to keep on striving, right? Mm-hmm. It's okay to seek higher education, but it's not okay to not do nothing.
Exactly.
Is that right?
Got to get up and get out.
Got to get up, and I like that.
Mm-hmm.
So again, you're watching Fathers Who Care. Thank you so very much. Thank you, CAN TV, for all you do and have been doing over the many years. And I want to thank also our Vice President of the West Garfield Park Youth Council, Hinisha, who has been sitting in on some for me on a couple of nights when I've been out doing some other things. But I'm here. I'm still doing the same thing, still working. But I'm also in the process of developing these young people to take some things to the next level. I think it's extremely important that we that have been around for a while do not forget and do not understand the importance of succession. It is important that we lay some solid foundation for young people to stand on our shoulders to continue to do the good work. So again, thank you for tuning in. It's been always a pleasure to come to you each and every week. One thing I want you to do before you do anything else, continue to pray for our nation, continue to pray for our land, continue to pray for our people, continue to pray for our community, and most of all, continue to pray for your families. You know, so many things are going on in the community, and sometimes our people don't know which way to turn. But we do know who has the answers, and we do know who's in charge, and we do know that every knee shall bow and every tongue shall confess that Jesus is Lord, and that all things shall work together for the good who love God and are called according to his will. So let's do this here. We're going to make this show a rather interactive show on this end, and on that end we want to encourage those of you who have young people who want to be involved in some after-school programs, who have some leadership skills, want to develop some leadership skills, to get in touch with Fathers Who Care at 773-287-5821. What's the number?
773-287-5821.
Okay, and who would they contact?
Vernisha or Princess.
So with that being said, I also want to thank my good brother, Steveon, for all that he do. And you know, he's no stranger. No, he's not a stranger to the show. Mm-hmm. Nor is he a stranger to the community. He loves what he do. I think we can't do this work unless we love what we do.
Absolutely.
We can't be around as long as we've been around unless we love what we do.
Absolutely.
And most of all, in relationship to being in that community, you can't do the work in the community if the community don't believe in you, all right? And so with that being said, we want to go ahead and try to get this thing moving back up. I don't know how this thing be working. These young people be teaching me. I'm still on the chopping block for that kind of stuff, so I'm going to get that to her and let her move on. So with that being said, we're going to use this show to talk about specifically Community Servants United for Social Change and Community Empowerment. How about that?
Absolutely.
Can we do that today?
Yes, sir.
So in doing that, what we want to do is we want some quick intros, and we're going to inquire about why are you motivated to do what you do, and what are you doing right now that brings you the most joy. So what I want to do is I want to hit you first because you are the young lady, and young ladies are supposed to come first.
Absolutely. Very true, very true.
First, all right? First.
Okay.
All right.
What you say, the head and not the tail.
That's right. You got it.
Yeah.
The eagle and not the chicken.
Absolutely.
So tell us what what have you been doing? Tell us why you've been doing it. Tell us how you feel about what you've been doing and what you want to share with these young people as we move on down the road.
Okay, so hi everyone. I'm Hinisha. I'm the vice president of the West Garfield Park Youth Council, and I attend Illinois State University, majoring in sociology and minoring in business administration. And this summer, I've been an executive assistant at CME with Reverend Lilly. I was doing a lot of taking notes, sitting in on meetings, learning how to manage large groups because I have aspirations of being a real estate investor or real estate agent, so I would like to have my own firm one day. So I want to learn how to manage large groups, how to like if it's events that have to be done, how to get financial things in order, just things like that. Just having a more intentional internship instead of just having a job for the summer, actually doing something that's going to teach me what I have to know for the future. I had the chance to go to PepsiCo. We had a networking event at PepsiCo, and we got the chance to speak to some people who are in the internships area so that next summer we could have internships if we wanted to. I was able to go to the farmers market. I was able to learn about budgeting and saving because I feel like budgeting is really important for us right now because
so we call that financial literacy.
Yeah, financial literacy. Yeah, financial literacy. Oh, they said don't call it budgeting, but I forgot the other words they said to call it. But yeah, financial literacy. We was learning how to budget our money, like how to not spend it so much in one area, how to know where your money going. Yeah, because most times we got our phone, we just tap our phone, just spending stuff, not really paying attention to where our money going. Mm-hmm. So they taught us how to do that, and that's basically been my summer. I just been more going into what I learn and what I need to learn for my future job. Yeah, I've been active.
You've been staying away from those negative influences.
Yeah, no negative influences.
You've been staying away from them folks that are out there tripping on what they say, capping.
Capping, yeah. Well, they be capping.
I learned that word. I learned that word. And I've been anxiously waiting to say it.
Oh, well executed.
Very well executed.
Because normally they had taught me some words before, and I would say it all, every one of them right behind each other. They kind of kicked me out the group.
I remember we used to do that. It was so funny. You just say everything back to back.
They kicked me out the group. No, you're not ready yet. Okay. So, Steveon, talk to us and tell us what you've been up to and why you're so passionate about the work that you're doing. And then in that, we're going to come back, and so I want you to be thinking about this here. Mm-hmm. We're going to come back and we're going to talk about what can we do intergenerationally to create systemic change in our community. Is that fair?
Yep.
Go ahead, Steve.
All right. Well, Pastor, it's always great to be in your presence, and you too.
Give me some love, man.
You too.
I'm so proud of you. I remember my first time being here. You hosted it, and you were just nothing short of amazing. And to hear that you're still striving and doing better and better each day, I'm super proud of you.
Thank you so much.
So keep going.
Thank you.
So this
I saw how when you saw her, how excited you were.
I still am because she's doing great things.
I saw that.
And then just hearing her talk with intention.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
You know, like you said, it's important to do something that's in line with what you want to do in the long term,
exactly.
and not just making money.
Yeah.
Now, making money is cool,
it's
but
good.
having a purpose like you have, the money's gonna come.
That's the key.
The money's gonna come.
Yeah.
So keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Thank you, brother.
Pastor, I've just been working, we're in contract renewal season, just trying to make sure that the organizations I support can continue to fund the street level work and just keep our folks from behind bars.
Yeah.
It's summertime, so that means we have a lot of light and night events going on in North Lawndale, East Garfield, West Garfield, and Austin. So I've been busy trying to make sure that I show support to all those neighborhoods because we do support them in collaboration with CP4P.
Yeah. So
just making sure that not just behind the backstage doing the work, but out front, making sure the folks know who I am. So it's been a beautiful summer. Crime has been down.
Yeah. That's what we really, that's the beauty of the collaboration.
Yes.
And I'm glad you're speaking on that. So tell me your passion, and then we're going to come back and we're going to talk to what you just shared.
Absolutely. My passion is to be a servant.
Yeah.
And, they say the leader role is the servant role, so I just try to make sure that I'm being a servant in whatever aspect I can because it feels good to come from this neighborhood. Mm-hmm. Growing up in East and West Garfield and then growing up in North Lawndale because a lot of my family was here and now reside in Austin. I'm passionate about seeing the change in our neighborhoods. Yeah. We've come a long way and we still got a ways to go, but I know we can do it together.
Okay, so with that being said, you shared with us what group you represent, and we're proud of you.
Thank you.
And I told you before, be careful how you entertain people, because you'll see them again.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they can think of you in one or another way.
The impression you gave.
Absolutely. So, Doc, talk to me and tell me a little bit about. No, first of all, tell them what's your role.
Okay. I am a senior program officer with Metropolitan Peace Initiative, which is underneath the Metropolitan Family Services.
Okay, and so with that being said, tell us what is the mission, if you will, of the Metropolitan Peace Initiative?
Communities partnering for peace, right? The
Love it.
collaboration.
That's the
is
CP4P.
The CP4P.
Yeah, that's what
it's
that
the
is.
foundation, right? Understanding that. I was just telling Mr. Cook this. It's one thing to know that if you want to go fast, you go alone. But if you want to go far, you go together.
Can you repeat that one more time? Are you listening?
If you want to go fast, you go alone. But if you want to go far, you go together. And having the CP4P, the MPI uplifts, we've been able to work collaboratively with East Garfield, West Garfield, Austin, North Lawndale, and I oversee the West Side, so I'm always going to just uplift the West Side. Not saying that the work we do on the South Side isn't as important, but it is.
They're doing their thing.
They are.
And we're doing our thing.
Absolutely.
And I'm not against the South Side because we all are together.
Yes, sir.
I mean, we've done plenty of work out south on Cottage Grove and up on 79th and Albert Gresham, Englewood, all up in there. So we've done that. We've come from the West Side to do it. So we're not opposed to empowering folk, but we also must be, it's a charity begins at home and then it spreads abroad.
Yeah, my mother always said, take care of home and home will take care of you.
Get it?
So I've been able to go around the world and work in different career settings to bring it back home, to take care of home. And so, like I said, being from the neighborhood, I take things personally.
Okay.
So I'm not just doing this work for a paycheck.
Right.
I'm doing it because it's my purpose.
And I like that. I like that.
And so when you do stuff with purpose, the money will always come.
Yeah,
When
yeah.
you find yourself chasing money, you're going to find yourself losing a lot of time.
Yeah.
But if you get into what it is that you want to do and you do it from the heart, the money will always be there.
That's like if you chase the purpose, the money will come.
Yeah.
If you chase the money, the purpose will leave.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So let me ask this, and I want to talk about this with both of you all, because I have a couple of things that's on my mind that I'm kind of weighing, and it's kind of heavy. It's kind of heavy in the fact that we have still the stigma in our community of working together, collaborating. You just got through saying it. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. So in my mind, you're talking about collaboration. Correct. In my mind, you're talking about coalition. Correct. In my mind, you're talking about sector partners joining forces, intellectually, financially, whatever it might be, to bring about real change. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So I want to ask, what do you see is the biggest challenges that we are facing on the west side of Chicago that are hindering us from maximizing our options? Because the west side is changing.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely. Yeah,
If you haven't been on the west side lately, some places you won't even know.
Yeah. This is very true.
Literally, you won't even know it. Skid Row used to be Madison and Loomis.
Right.
Not anymore. No,
Not anymore.
not anymore. Madison, up and down from Cicero, Hamlin, all them places, used to be rough.
Yeah.
Now it's kind of changing a whole
Absolutely.
lot. You wouldn't even know it. We would still have some little issues going on
Got
with
different
Hamlin.
investors,
Yeah, we still got some issues from Hamlin to Pulaski, but we're working it out.
Yes, sir.
And so on and so forth. But go ahead, what are some of the biggest challenges you think that we are facing as a community in collaborating with each other, with working with each other, supporting each other, and basically loving on each other?
Yeah. I think our biggest challenge right now is poverty. The lack of means to make a living.
Okay.
I think what the collaboration does is provide sustainability. Coming together, North Lawndale Collaborative, with their workforce program, they're able to put folks in charge of their own lives. They don't have to look to the streets as a means of living, right? They can now choose a career path, something that they like doing, because when you do what you like doing, you never work a day in your life.
Exactly.
So,
Especially.
and just empowering folks. I think people tend to rebel because they lack power, or they feel as though they lack power. So I think it's important to see folks from the neighborhood that look like you, so that you know I have a chance, right?
Okay.
I think one of our biggest things is we're always talking to the people, talking
Yeah.
to them.
Talking at 'em.
Talking at them, yeah.
Yeah.
I think what we need to do is listen. Nobody knows these neighborhoods better than the folks that's living in them. So maybe we need to put them at the forefronts of these tables and talk like we do. And so I think, like I said, the poverty, but I also think because of just the
Lack of trust?
Yeah, why not? I also think the political tide plays a part into what we
Intentionally.
challenged with.
Yeah.
A lot of federal dollars are gone. A lot of private dollars are going away.
Unfortunately.
A lot of public dollars are becoming more available, but if you're not a big fish, you miss out on the opportunity. So I think, again, these collaborations really help those smaller fish see what the bigger picture can be if they join in on a collaboration.
Absolutely.
To speak to the point where you said about how sometimes we don't want to work together. And that's just a trust issue. We've had so much come through our neighborhoods. We've endured so much trauma. And so it's hard sometimes for you with good intention to come in the neighborhood of somebody who's been traumatized their entire life. It's hard to buy in, but that's what having faith and investing in comes into part. Intentionality, doing things without wanting something back, but just giving because you know it's the right thing to do.
You remember, I can remember, and I'm sure you should, as when we were younger, in our neighborhoods, we had this protective factor.
Yeah.
It was called neighbors,
Right.
The elders, right?
Yeah.
That if you did something in the neighborhood, your parent may not have been there, but you was dealt with by your surrogate parents in the community. Why have we gotten away from that of looking out men being true leaders in the community? Why have we gotten away from that oversight of our own folks in our own community?
Well, I mean, you have to also look at things and remember there was a lot of red tape back in the day. A lot of the reason why black men weren't at home was because of depending on the living situation, the way you live, a man couldn't even be there. So I think what we need to get back to is something your vice president said is ownership. Real estate investor, real estate agent. We need to learn how to own instead of renting. We're fighting and killing each other over properties that we don't even own.
Right.
We're renting.
Right.
So I think once we start putting stuff in folks' names and giving them the power, they'll understand the importance of investing.
Well, you said it, brother, earlier about you want to be. You said you are a servant, and service is the rent you pay.
Yeah.
For change in your community.
Absolutely.
Let's chime in with this young person here. What do you think are some of the things young people are facing in their community that are hindering them from maximizing their options?
Young people?
Yeah, young people, your folk. What are they saying? What are they battling with? We know it's drugs. We know it's probably being parents too soon. We know that peer pressure. We know those things exist. But why are they so easily duped by that?
I feel like it's because they kind of finding guidance in the wrong people. I feel like a lot of young people, like when they see certain adults or certain people who's supposed to give them guidance, I feel like they don't really take them serious a lot of times because they be like, oh, like this my generation, like that's what y'all used to do. That's not what we do no
That's
more.
That's what he said, right?
Yeah, like that's not what we do no more. Like we don't, like you not finna, like you said, like my neighbor not finna put her hands on me or yell at me or say nothing to me. I feel like they find guidance in like the wrong people, and then they lead them in the path where they feel like, oh, like I'm gonna do what I want to do, like this my life and stuff like that. But they not really thinking about like the future when it comes to the decisions that they make. So I feel like that's one of the things that's hindering them. They just finding guidance in the wrong people, or they adopting the wrong mindset that's making them make poor choices.
So, and we know they're making poor choices.
Yeah.
And some of those poor choices can cost them their lives.
Exactly.
Is that fair?
Yes.
So, is it fair to say that young people are going through what they're going through because maybe what Steveon was saying, and which I know it to be true, that, a lot of the elders in the community are talking at these young people and not embracing the young people, as opposed to talking at a young person who may be sagging. Once you educate the person on what sagging is,
Exactly.
all right?
Yeah.
Give them some real history of what sagging come from.
Exactly.
And maybe if you tell him some of the stories of the sagging, maybe he'll pull up his pants, right?
Okay, yeah. Then he could think about it.
Huh?
Then he could think about it.
Absolutely. Because who wants to be running around and offering invitations to people?
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, pull them pants up, yeah.
Pull your pants up.
Pull your pants up.
So tell the young people you're going back to school.
Yes.
And we're proud of you, right?
Absolutely.
And we know that you're going to be the best. We know that because you have no choice. All right? You don't have a choice.
Okay.
You're locked in, all right?
Very locked in.
So that's not an option. And time waits on no one.
Nobody. That's
I
right.
mean, you do your little 4 years here and your 3 years there, and before you know it, you'll be doing your own thing and owning your own purpose.
Yeah.
So let's go. Let's talk about it. So if we can talk about what we can do as a collaborative, what we can do as a people united for social change, what comes to mind? We'll start with you and then we'll go with you, Steveon.
What we can do to, can you say that again?
To collaborate, to bring about real social change, what can we do? I mean, as opposed to talking at young people, elders talking at young people, what can we do now to embrace the young people, to let the young people know what they're talking about? May not be what we say or how we say it, but what they're talking about really has value.
I think you just be real, because when young people talk to adults who be real with them and don't really try to tell them, like, I don't know, it's a certain script that older people give to youth, and it's like you just know off bat, it's just like they automatically stop listening. But if you telling them real stuff, like when it comes to like financial literacy, owning a home, the political state of the world, stuff like that, youth is really invested in that stuff right now because it's getting more and more serious. And since we getting into us being the ones that's voting and us being the ones that have to start buying houses, I feel like my generation is starting to be more into like serious conversations and not just
like what you was having earlier about gerrymandering.
Exactly. See? Yeah, I'm telling you, like, and when young people see videos like that, like, I didn't know what gerrymandering was until today. Like, I never knew what that was until I started seeing the political videos about it, and then I started reading into it. And that's what a lot of young people was doing now. So I feel like having real conversations with them instead of telling them, oh, don't do this, oh, why you doing this, oh, we used to do this, it's like, that's not gonna get nobody nowhere. I feel like we should have real conversations about what's coming up instead of trying to go back.
Give our audience the phone number if they want to get involved with some caring young people that want to help young people and listen to young people. Give them the phone number.
Call 773-287-5821. You can get in contact with Ms. Princess and Ms. Vernisha. It is not uncool to be in a nonviolence prevention program. It's like stuff that's supposed to help you get through life when you walking down the street. I feel like some people, they be careless because like, oh, this couldn't happen to me. I feel like violence prevention programs, they tell you how to look out for yourself, how to look out for other people, what to look out for, the certain settings that you should and shouldn't be in, understand the wrong place, wrong time. Conflict resolution, exactly.
Decision-making techniques, goal setting, right?
Financial literacy, too. Even that, like, just a whole lot of stuff that could just build you into, oh, yeah, sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. You're rolling. He already told you how he felt about you.
Yeah.
And you ain't new to him, so he expect that from you. Go ahead, Doc, talk to us.
I think, especially with the older generation, because I'm gonna claim young. I'm young. We gotta pass the torch.
Yeah.
We can't be gatekeeping. Our time is not. One thing we know is nothing is forever. So it's important that with the tools we have now, be ready to pass them on because they're our future, and that's something we can't fight it.
Teach them well and let them lead the way.
Let them lead the way, like she's doing.
Yeah.
She's trailblazing. So. We've got to make sure we uplift you, because when they see people like you at the forefront, then it empowers them. They may not say it, but it definitely empowers them. So
you're watching Fathers Who Care. We want to thank you for watching us. For additional information, give us a call at 773-287-5821. Let's go back and talk about what can we do now, since we know that there's a different element going on in the country. And the country and most folks are really up in arms about it because they don't know what's going on. They talk about the tariffs, they talk about this, they talk about that, but that's politicking. Yeah. And that's going to happen. Yeah. It's going to happen on either side of the fence. Yeah. Absolutely. But what can we do to not be so consumed by that and lose our vision of what we're trying to do? Yeah. as a community.
So they say the two most important things in life is the day you're born and the reason you found out why. I think as people grow and they found out their why, they become more beneficial to the community and the people they're surrounded. So I think we just need to make sure that before we can invest in others, we're invested in ourselves. We're invested in our capabilities. And then once we take care of home, we can start to take care of the rest of the village.
Okay, so if a person is watching, which they are, and they would like to get in touch with you, is there a way that they can get in touch with you?
Absolutely. You can reach me at 773-882-2724, between the hours of 9 and 5, of course. But again, 773-882-2724.
You've been watching Fathers Who Care, and we want to thank you so very much. This show went so quick. We want to thank you so very much for your time, your commitment, and we want to pray that you will continue to support each other, to continue to lift up each other, continue to be that system of support to help one to get through whatever they're going through. Listen, we really need each other to be each other, to empower each other. We can't do it alone. Steveon just said it just a minute ago. If you want to go fast, by all means go fast, but you'll be going alone. But if you want to go far, join up. Do it as a team. So we're encouraging those of you to continue to work together as a coalition, as community stakeholders, and continue to do the good work that you need to do to empower your children and your children's children. Absolutely. So God bless you, God keep you, and we thank you so very much for all that you do. Remember, God loves you, I love you, ain't nothing you can do about it. But tell somebody today that you love them, and there's nothing they can do about it, but keep on pressing on and keep on doing the good work, and we'll see you on the other side. Again, Fathers Who Care, 773-287-5821. Or you can log on to fatherswhocare.org. Good night, God bless, and keep the faith. We'll see you soon.